In this video, I'm going to talk about View Layout Replicator. Now, View Layout Replicator is one of the tool or plugin within the XRM Toolbox. With View Layout Replicator, you can actually replicate multiple views for that same entity in a single operation. Now, it has an ability to load all the tables or just the tables from the solution before you make any changes to the views. So common use cases when you want to bring consistency or standardization around your views. So take for example, if you have say 15 views for a specific table, and if you have finalized and shortlisted one of the format for one of the view to be your final format, like the column width or the sorting order for that specific column for that view. So if you are okay with that one particular view, which defines the standard for the entire view, then you can pick up that view, make that as a master, and then you can replicate those master views, columns, and the sort structure with the other views. So you need not go into all the other views and make those changes manually. So this tool basically eliminate the duplication of work by just copying the view structure. Now, this view layout replicator is built by MSCRM tools. This is how the tool looks like. So on the top bar, you will see an option to load the tables. Here you load the tables. Either you can load the tables from the solution or you load the entire table of your environment. Again, it depends on how your environment is loaded. So if you have many tables, I would advise you to put something in the solution and then extract those tables. Once the table is loaded, you will see the table loaded in the display name and logical name. Select whatever table you want. So take for example, if I select say maybe an availability table or maybe any custom table which you built, and then on the right hand side you will see all the source views. So this is source and this is the target. So you pick up any source view, whatever view you have finalized, then you pick up the target views on which you want that changes to be applied. Once you pick a source view, it will show you some sort of a preview of how the view looks like, and then once that is all done, then you can safely override all the changes to the target views. So I'm going to demonstrate that now. So I'm in the XRM Toolbox. So in XRM Toolbox, if you do not have the View Layout Replicator installed, you can go to the tool library and then install those. In my case, I have already installed it, so I'll find this View Layout Replicator tool over here. Now it's a simple tool, but then it will help you eliminate all the duplication work while provisioning a view. So here, first thing, you can load the tables. You can load the tables from the solution. So I'm just clicking on load tables. I'm loading all the tables. It will list down all the display name and logical name. You can browse through all the tables over here. If you just want to search, you can search the table. So my table is world. So if you see here, this is the world table. Now I'll quickly show you how this table looks like. Now this table, let me just arrange this. Okay. Now here you will see that world table has different views. Now, different views are classified into public view, user view, default public view, advanced find view. Now, we are just interested on the public view because we have provisioned some public views and we want the public view to be a standard of uh, some specific view. So, just to show you in an example, now this is my world application basically, and there is a table called as worlds, and here I have created multiple views. So I built first view, second view, third view, and then there are other views. So let's look into first view. So first view has a country column and capital column. Now see the width of this column. This is not looking nice, and there is no sort order defined. Second view, it also does something, but here also the width is too much for countries, and then it shows unnecessary columns like created by modified, which I do not want my people to see. Then there is a third view which also does some calculations and shows the record, and here countries, capital, denomination all looks good for me as of now because this is what I want all the view to be replicated as. So this is my source view. Okay, so I want the source view to be replicated to the target view. So my source view is the third view and my target view is the first view and the second view. Now, if you want to see what is there in your source view, now there is a sort order. So it is sorting by alphabetically. And here um, I have enabled the sort order, sort A to Z. Now, if I go and go into the designer of this view, here you will find that this particular column has edit properties of 204 pixels for countries. Capital has 139 pixels, and similarly denomination as 150 and population as 136, and it is sorting by countries table and with ascending order. Now I want this to be the standard. So in order to replicate this, what I can do, I can open another view and then make those changes, remember all those values and make those changes in all the other views manually. But if you have more than 10 views, 15 views, that will be quite overwhelming for you to make those changes. So this tool will definitely help you in getting all those things sorted. So first thing, you need to pick up your source view. So in our case, it is a third view. And as we have seen, the countries as 204 pixels, capital as 139 pixels, denomination 150, 136 pixel. Okay. Now here you can see second view. So if I click on second view is like too much for country, 300 pixels, and for first view it is like, again, the column structures are different. So this basically defines the layout of that particular view. So if I select third view as a source view, and here on target views, what I'm going to do, I'll first, it shows you an option to show the systems view, user view, copy columns layout, copy sort order. I will first just say clear selection. I don't want anything to be selected in this particular view. Now here, I will just remove all these checkboxes. Okay. So it's a clear view. So there is nothing in the target. So let me show you the system view. So if I see the show system views, and here I want to make a change to the second view and the first view. Now I want the columns to be copied as well. Okay, so I want that consistency from a column perspective, and also I want the consistency from a sorting order perspective as well. Now once these all changes are configured, then what I can do, I can either save these views, or I can publish the table, or I can just say save and publish, or just say publish all. So maybe let me do save and publish. Okay. So what we are doing, we have picked the third view here, which is acting as a source view, and we are going to make change in the first view and second view. Okay. So let's click on save and publish. And it will just give you a prompt. It will say the selected target views will be updated with the layout of the source view and be updated with the sort order of the source view. So are you sure you want to update? So I'll say okay. So once we do that, it will make those changes. It will publish the table, and once all the changes are done, then you can navigate to your app. So here, the I want all the view to be in this fashion. So if I go to second view will be showing all these things. If I just refresh, so I'll do a quick Control F5. It might take a while for the changes to be populated, but here it is quite quick. So as you see over here, now second view's content are gone, and it is rendering the column sort order based on the third view. Similarly, if you go to first view, it will also show in a similar fashion. So that means what we have done with a single click of a button, we have copied the layout of one consistent or standard view for a specific table and replicated it across multiple views. So if you have more than 10, 15 views created for that specific entity, you will have that consistency defined. So that's how you basically define those layout view. Now if you want to see the layout view of this particular table, then what you can do, you have an option to click on edit columns, and then from here you can download the layout XML. So if I click on download layout XML, then it will download an XML file, and when you once you open that XML file in any specific editor, here you will see the layout XML. Now here, let me show you what does the layout XML contains. So layout XML basically contains the grid, it contains the row, it contains the cell. Okay, so this is the standard format. And what does the cell contains? So if you see here, it contains grid, it contains cell, and it contains row. Now, if you see the cell is basically the four columns: countries, capital, denomination, population, and specifically the width which we have specified. So here you will see all the view layout for that specific table, and you can, like, you can view those and then make those changes accordingly if you're not happy with a specific set of column, or if you want to put some specific sort order against it. So that's how you basically use the layout xml tool. So it's a simple tool. It is nothing fancy. It just copies the content from one view to another view, just to reduce or eliminate your work. So I hope you like this tool, View Layout Replicator. So that's all about View Layout Replicator tool.